In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Yeah, I've gone mental. Good afternoon, yes, good afternoon, and welcome to the latest stream. Oh man, we'll get Jason live on air. We'll get Jason, you're live on air. Hello.
Am I? Okay.
Yes.
Why are you streaming there?
I'm not like I'm doing a pre-show before we do it together.
Oh right, okay. Yeah. Are you wanting to start earlier, say in about half an hour? Because I'm just trying to sort my life around things that are going on. So I'll have my tea or dinner at 6. So between, say, if we book the slot between 4:30 and 6 o'clock.
Right, done. There we are, everybody. We are going to be going live in the next. Should we just say 4:45?
Can we say 4:30?
All right, 4:30 then. Yeah.
I want to get finished by like 6 o'clock at the latest, really.
Yep, there we are, done. Everybody, I'm going to quickly then do a quick stream on here, and then I'll clear off, and then we'll just get on with it at 4:30.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool.
I'll give you a call on
Skype, yeah.
25 past. Right.
Cool. See you in a bit. All right. There we are, everybody. A live behind the scenes of what goes behind Elite FPL. Essentially, we just do things completely off the cuff. Really, I was just going to be planning to do a quick half an hour stream, and then we would then go live at about 5:15, 5:30ish. But now Jason's just said that we're going to be going live together at about 4:30. There we are, bonus time. So essentially what I wanted to quickly do is, if you didn't see yesterday's stream, it was a members only chat stream. Essentially it was just me chatting absolute nonsense about wrestling and various other topics, but also obviously it was the predictions as well. I just wanted to quickly go through again what I'm thinking on the particular games, and I know there's a lot of people. I know that I'm really, to be honest with you, I'm really excited for today, especially from Jason's point of view, because I know for a fact he's got problems. He has got some major problems in his team, and if I just bring it up on here, so he's there. That should be his team there. No, where's his team? That should be his team there. Come on, click on it. That Jason's team? No. Oh, is Jason top of the Torbay Elite then? Ha! Is he top of the Torbay Elite? He is as well. Oh, God. Oh, brilliant. Jason's actually top of the Torbay Elite. I don't believe it. No way. And look at all the problems. So, yeah, I know that Jason's got problems with his team, and I'm really looking forward to kind of delving into what he's considering doing. Because obviously, Lukaku, I have a feeling, right, this is my prediction. I think that Jason's going to bring in Jamie Vardy, and I think he'll captain him. I said that this morning. I was listening into Trigger Lips' stream this morning, or whatever, the video, and he said he was bringing in Vardy for Lukaku. And I immediately thought, I bet Jason does Lukaku out for Vardy. But, he's got problems like Lukaku doesn't play. Alonso, there's 50-50, 60, 70-30, something like in favour of Alonso starting. You've got the likes of Markel in there. Williams that doesn't play. He's all right, but, when you look at that, I mean, Rafinha will be going in for Alan. You've got then Alonso that may not play, like I said, Lukaku. So Jason's got some problems. So there could be a hit on the cards at approximately... whenever Jason decides to do some transfers. I have a feeling, like I said, he may do Vardy. There's a lot of talk about people bringing in Vardy. Havertz, I know Karma Baby, I don't know if he's being sarcastic or not, thinks that people are just going to be ruining their teams, specifically regarding bringing in Havertz. I'm not going to lie, I've done my fantasy bets on Havertz, and that's not a bad thing, that's actually a good thing, because I'm pretty good with my fantasy bets within reason. So what I've done is I've done Havertz to score any time, and Havertz to score any time, and Chelsea to win. I put £1 on each of them. And also tomorrow I'm going to be doing Reece James assist for 50p, Reece James goal for 50p, and then exactly the same bet for Alonso as well. Just to, like I say, I like to cover myself just in case these things kind of happen in the world of fantasy football. So, I mean, there we are. Stevo saying there, I'm hearing Jimenez may get benched, but if he gets benched, he gets benched. I get Gallagher off the bench at that point, so I'll happily take Gallagher, Livramento or whatever. So happy days with that. What's that large FPL Berry's become a member? I thought you were already a member anyway. Have you just renewed it? No recurring payments. All right, okay, fair enough. Look who's tweeted. Who's this? Go on Zenit's Twitter page, Penguin saying, just let me know what it is. Just let me know what that is. Matt here saying, I did an early Ronaldo and Pookie for Kane and Tony as I had the exact... Kane? What is this? With Harry Kane? Like, I don't understand. He scores a goal and all of a sudden he's a world-class striker that everybody wants to bring in. Honestly, I'd rather be getting in, like, I don't know, well, Jamie Vardy for one, Iheanacho, Hwang, I can't even think of it, Tony, who else is there as strikers? I can't even blink and think, but Matt, I think that, now with Lukaku, I went to Vardy, so -8 completely, flaming hell, Matt, Jesus Christ. Zenit showing off their FCA award, and they've added, are you talking about Zenit St. Petersburg? Why would they win a football content? And what's that all? You'll have to explain it. I mean, I could go on Twitter, but are you going to be doing the predictions soon? I did it yesterday, but yeah, I'll quickly go through my predictions then. I'll tell you what I did. Is Zaha a good differential for this week to bring in? No. I'll tell you a differential, no joke. Cornet of Burnley, or if you're really, 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 really punty, go with Elise of Crystal Palace. So let's just quickly go through my predictions. This is actually officially what I've put in the score predictor game. So this is what I've put in the score predictor game. I've gone with a lot of draws. Arsenal 1, Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 2, Norwich 0, Crystal Palace 1, Newcastle 1. Or did I put 2? I either put 1 or 2-1. I've completely forgotten my own predictions. Hold on a minute here. Let me just quickly check my own predictions. I think I may have put Newcastle to win 2-1. Let me just quickly check on here for a split second. Manage predictions. Right, come on, load up. Yeah, I've gone 2-1 to Newcastle. Everton 1, Watford 1. There is news that Richarlison may come out and play. Leeds 1. Wolves 1, Southampton 1, Burnley 1, Brighton 1, Man City 1. No, I've gone Man City 2. I think that'll be a tight game. Brentford 2, Leicester. I've gone with a Brentford win to beat Leicester 2-1. West Ham to lose 2-1, and Man United to lose 2-1. So I essentially think that a lot of these games are going to be tight. I think that there's a lot of people thinking that Chelsea are going to batter Norwich and there's going to be lots of goals in Leeds versus Wolves, blah, 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 blah. It ain't happening. I think I'll just bench Lukaku and play Livramento. Yeah, I think it's a great choice. I think it's a great one. Cinnamon, no fun fact quiz. Unfortunately, me and Jason are going to be going live in the next 20 minutes, so I'm going to be ending this. The idea of this stream was supposed to be a pre-show to the pre-show. So, what did you predict for Chelsea Norwich, Steve-O? It was 2-0 to 1-0, 2-0 Chelsea. I've put officially 2-0 to Chelsea, but it's not going to be high scoring, I don't think. They're not really scoring that many goals, Chelsea, as we saw yesterday in the recent history. They're not scoring that many. So, yeah, I'm predicting 1-0. Well, I've predicted 2-0, but it wouldn't surprise me if it ended 1-0, something like that. JC saying Bruno out. It looks like it. Yeah, the news is that Jesus, it looks like Fernandes won't be playing this game week. He suffered a bit of a setback in their Champions League game, and Solskjaer's come out and said what he said. But speak to Ben Dinnery is what I say. He's the expert in these matters. I'm just going on what Twitter says. Penguin saying Vardy party this week. No, I think Brentford will do all right. Like I said, I'm predicting Brentford to do all right against Leicester. Brentford, there's been a few goals in them, but their matches, I just can't see Leicester really particularly getting much opportunities. And will he score? Yeah, there's a very good chance that he will score, but I'm just not expecting him to score any more than one goal. I'll be putting down a pound. I'll be putting a pound on him to score any time. Like I say, I love doing my fantasy bets because they're just, like I say, it's like I messaged Lino earlier on, and I just essentially just said it's just the way in which I kind of like cover my own decision making. So if I get rid of a player, I just think, well, maybe I should just like put a couple of pennies on him to maybe do something in a particular match. And if he does something, I'll win money. If he doesn't, then my decision was justified, for argument's sake. So, and like I say, I keep saying this to a lot of people, to nobody basically, but you know, the last few times I could have been captaining anybody in my team that had done better than my captaincy apart from last week. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the majority of my players going into this particular game week. For anybody listening in on audio, Sarr in goal. There are problems in my team, I'm not going to lie, but you've got Sarr in goal, Cancelo, Tierney, Chilwell, Diaz, Benrahma, Foden, Salah captain, Antonio, Jimenez and Ronaldo. I've seen a lot of people, I've seen quite a few people captaining Salah, so that means he's going to blank. But I'm definitely going to be putting, again, a pound on Ronaldo to be scoring any time. So that should be a lot of fun as well. So, yeah, I'm just kind of like hedging my bets or whatever. So, want to go to the opposite to who you pick. Penguin. I wouldn't be going that... like I say, I'm not... It's like, without banging on the same drum, actually my advice, if I ever speak advice, is usually pretty good. It's just I never go on with it. So... Denver, Cinnamon, Jay, just to let you know, I'm going to be going off air in the next 5 minutes or so, but do not panic. Me and Jason are then going live, so me and Jason are going live together at 4:30. So 4:30, myself and Jason are actually going to be live, so you may as well just stay around. Hello, Nasty Balls. Will Alonso play? There's a 60-70% chance that he'll play. I reckon there's a very, very... go to Harry FPL Tips with a Z. He's normally good with the team news, so I highly recommend that you go with that. Mikros is saying, do you think Jimenez starts after Lager? I don't know what Lager said, but if I was to take a hit, I mean, funny enough, Boona put up on Twitter earlier that actually, with the amount of hits going on, it could be worth doing a hit this week because of the simple fact that everybody's doing it. So it actually kind of like, for instance, a -12 turns out to be like a -6, just for argument's sake. I may consider getting rid of Jimenez for Iheanacho. I may just go for it. In form, doing really, really well. Leicester are slowly getting into gear again. They're not really impressing me. They've essentially been given easy opportunities from the opposition to score a goal, i.e. Crystal Palace last week. That was just disgusting. But I seem to think that, that Iheanacho seems to be doing quite well. What was it, 5 returns in the last 6 or something like that? So, Yeah, I agree. What is wrong with Jimenez? In fact, someone let us know what is actually up with Jimenez. Shrinkhouse saying Ben Rama or Dennis. Well, I'll let you into a little secret here. On one of the questions on the score predictor game, it says that who do you think will score first for the Everton-Watford game? And I've actually gone with Dennis. So, hello Natasha. Gunnar, would you take out Saka for Havertz? Yes, do it. Just do it. I think tonight's game's going to be really, really tight. I've gone 1-1, 2-1 either way, 1-0 either way, 0-0. It's not going to be an easy fixture. I know Karma Baby's doing really, really well in the score predictor game, and he's going 3-1, and he's gone with Danny Ings to score first goal. So if anybody wants to put a few pennies on, I may do it. No, I won't do it myself because I won't be able to get out. But 3-1 to Arsenal, I think it's a lot. But sounds like you got the green light from Boona to go for you. I'm not doing I don't need to. I'm not doing a -8. I don't need to do any hits whatsoever. It's just the fact that with this Jimenez talk and everything, yeah. He's training. He feels okay. So tomorrow I take my decision. So he's fine then. So Jimenez didn't get much training time with the team, and Lager will see day of. I think he's fine. Yeah, absolutely, Brian. I completely agree with you. Don't worry about for saying the rest of the people who didn't hit the like button. Don't worry about the like button, dislike button. Hit the dislike button. I'm kind of really doing this because I've just been doing some videos for my other little project that I'm doing. But wouldn't you start Livramento for an easy clean sheet? Ramanathan, I'm expecting us to score. To be honest with you, I'm thinking 1-1, 2-1 either way in that particular fixture. Rugfish got a free transfer and got Ronaldo and Sarr, who I'm not too happy with. Thoughts? There's that player name. Thoughts? Get rid of Sarr. Although here's the irony: is that he's got a decent fixture. I think it's a decent fixture against Everton. I expect I may put again 50p on Sarr to score any time, but Ronaldo, I'd just hold him for now. It wouldn't surprise me if he scored against Liverpool again. This fixture against is it really worth getting rid of him? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that it's worth it. Who would you bring in for Ronaldo? That's the question. Vardy. I mean, really, what is this about Vardy? I just don't see the loving for Vardy. But we will find out in a minute or so. White or Livramento? Livramento. That's an easy one. Livramento. To play, if anything, if you're really that desperate to play Livramento over an Arsenal defender, I always find that it's always best playing your top defenders. But like I keep banging on about my team. It's like there are problems. I mean, if I could, I would get rid of, if I had the money, Ben Rama for Havertz. I'd probably do that, to be honest with you, but I can't afford it, unfortunately. So I'm just leaving it as it is. Eduardo Ramanathan is saying of Crystal Palace. Callum Wilson. I'll tell you what, Callum Wilson now springs to mind. Why not? Why not? And if this I'll tell you what, Graham Jones. He seems to be the one that's installed this attacking. There we are, Ramanathan straight away saying about Wilson. Graham Jones may just go all out for it tomorrow. St Maximin could be a really good punt. I'll be starting Foster versus Everton, Mikros is saying, instead of Sanchez versus Man City. And I think both will concede, but Foster will... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. City 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. I don't know why I expect Brighton to score. I do expect Brighton to score, but I just... It's going to be a tight game. It's not going to be a walkover, although the history suggests that it could be a walkover in Man City's favour. So, all these people coming out saying Jimenez unlikely to start. Well, if he doesn't start, he doesn't start. So what? I couldn't care less. If you got Jimenez and you want to get rid of him, get him gone. If you don't, you don't. I'm going to be tonight's show, by the way, just to let people know, myself and Jason are going live in 10 minutes. So, all I will say is that I reckon we're probably going to be taking some calls. So if you want to get live on air, team in team screenshots, but only put the team in team screenshots if you want to come live on air, and preferably rivals, preferably people in the rivals league. We want to talk rivals. We want to talk about you guys that are in the mini league that we take seriously. That is for you basically, and we want to see what you guys' decision making is. Rich Matthews, should I start Mahrez? Yes. Yeah, Boona said this, Kawara. This is the week where taking a hit won't hurt so much, but not taking a hit is going to be a sharper edge. To be honest with you, I don't think it's worth taking a hit for anybody unless you're absolutely desperate. The key word being absolutely desperate, to be honest with you. I without going over it and banging the same drum, I'm really am expecting this particular game week to be extremely tight. Just a goal in it here or there. Like I said, the likelihood of Arsenal, Aston Villa being goals galore, I just can't see it. Chelsea, Norwich, can't see it. Crystal Palace, Newcastle, possibly. Then you've got Man United, Liverpool. Genuinely, Man United, Liverpool, and Crystal Palace, Newcastle could be goals galore. But other than that, it's not really worth it. Johnson saying Jimenez was tired last week and that's why he didn't start. He said he will see how he is tomorrow. I'm confident he starts. Of course, he bloody start. And FPL Andy, aka, and he knows these things. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, I'm deliberately going to be probably having Andy on screen actually, deliberately watching his moves, Vishwa saying FPL Twitter community are all taking -4s. Yeah, the FPL Twitter community taking up 2% of the game. FPL took hits, but Twitter ain't all. No, I mean I don't follow anything on Twitter. More to the point, I may follow, but I mute anything to do with fantasy football, so I'm not like in the headspace of doing all that things. Just to let you know, I'll be going off air in a few seconds, so but just a reminder that myself and Jason together again, we'll be streaming the next 10 minutes. So once this goes off air, 5 minutes later, myself and Jason are going to be together. So it's going to be really, like I said, it's going to be really interesting to hear what you guys are doing and in the Rivals League, and of course what Jason's doing, because like I said, Jason seems to have some problems with his team, and I'm expecting possibly some hits from Jason, possibly a hit from Jason. I'm kind of like expecting something to happen there. Andy's done Lukaku to Vardy. Yeah, obviously. Catch you in 10 minutes. Yes, absolutely, Ramanathan. Catch you in 10 minutes. In fact, I think I'm gonna leave it there. Like I said, it was only a quick minute stream. I will see you guys along with Jason in the next 10 minutes. So 4:30, me and Jason are gonna come live. Like I said, we want to see all the regulars on Discord, on voice chat. Come live on air, talk to us about the teams, and then talk to us about your teams. That's all I'm gonna say. Cheers, everybody, and see you in the next 7 minutes.